Let me tell you something that most men get completely wrong when a woman pulls away. The instinct is to chase, to text more, to show up more, to find some way to close the distance she's creating before it becomes permanent, to do something, anything, that reverses what's happening. And that instinct, however understandable, is almost always the exact opposite of what the situation actually requires. Because when a woman distances herself, when she goes quiet, when her responses get shorter, when the warmth that was there seems to have retreated somewhere you can't reach, what is happening in her psychology is almost never what panic tells you it is. And the one thing that actually helps is almost never what fear tells you to do. Today we talk about what that one thing actually is. Here is the specific pain I want to speak to directly. There is a particular kind of anxiety that comes from watching someone pull away and not knowing why. From sending a message and watching it go unanswered for hours. From replaying every recent interaction trying to locate the moment something shifted. From that hollow, unsettled feeling of being on the outside of a distance you didn't create and don't know how to cross. It is genuinely one of the more destabilizing experiences available in human connection, because it combines uncertainty with helplessness. You don't know what happened and you don't know what to do. And that combination sends most men into a spiral of either over-pursuing or complete withdrawal, both of which make the situation significantly worse. There is a third option, and it is the one that actually works. The one thing you need to do when a woman distances herself is this: become more grounded in your own life, not more focused on hers. That sounds simple. It is actually one of the most psychologically difficult things available to a man in this situation, because every anxious impulse pushes in the opposite direction, toward her, toward closing the gap, toward doing something about the silence. But here is what attachment psychology tells us about withdrawal and pursuit dynamics. When one person pulls back and the other person pursues, the pulling back almost always intensifies. The pursuit confirms something the withdrawing person was already feeling, that the relationship is unbalanced, that her space is not safe, that closeness comes with pressure. Becoming grounded in your own life does the opposite. It creates space without abandonment. It communicates stability without coldness, and it gives her nervous system room to make its own movement, which is the only movement that actually matters. Before you can respond well, you need honest clarity about what withdrawal usually means, because fear almost always misreads it. Women withdraw for many reasons that have nothing to do with losing interest. She may be overwhelmed by something in her own life that has nothing to do with you. She may be processing something emotional that she doesn't yet have words for. She may be testing, unconsciously, whether you can hold yourself steady when she's not actively available to you. She may also be genuinely reconsidering something. That possibility is real and deserves honesty. But even in that case, pursuit doesn't help. Only genuine groundedness does. The question to ask yourself is not, what did I do wrong? It is, what does this situation actually require of me as a person? Almost always, the answer is the same: stability, presence in your own life, and the ability to not make her distance about your worth. Grounded does not mean cold. It does not mean withdrawing yourself in retaliation. It does not mean performing indifference to create a reaction. It means genuinely investing in your own life while she processes whatever she's processing. It means filling your days with things that matter to you: your work, your friendships, your physical health, your creative pursuits, not as strategy, but because a full life is genuinely where your attention belongs. It means that if you reach out, you do so once, warmly, briefly, without pressure, and then you leave it there. Hey, I've been thinking about you. No rush, just wanted to say that. And then you actually leave it there. No follow-up, no checking to see if she read it, no spiral. That single, warm, pressureless reach, followed by genuine return to your own life, is the most powerful thing available to you in this situation. Let's be honest about what happens when a man pursues a withdrawing woman, because understanding the mechanism makes it easier to choose differently. Anxious pursuit communicates several things to her nervous system simultaneously. It says that your emotional stability is dependent on her availability, which is both a burden and a form of pressure she didn't ask for. It says that you cannot tolerate her having her own internal experience without making it about the relationship. And it says, subtly but unmistakably, that your need to resolve the discomfort of her distance is more important to you than her actual need for space. None of that is what you intend, but it is what lands, and it almost always produces more distance, not less. Because her nervous system registers the pursuit as confirmation that space is not safe with you. Here is a distinction that matters enormously and is rarely made clearly. Giving her space does not mean disappearing. It does not mean punishing her silence with your own. It does not mean making yourself unavailable as a way of communicating hurt. It means being genuinely present in your own life, fully, warmly, without resentment, while remaining consistently but quietly available should she choose to return. A door left open, not a door slammed or barricaded. She needs to know, without being told explicitly, that you are still there, steady, unhurried, not panicking, and that returning to you will not require navigating a minefield of accumulated hurt or pressure. That combination, space held without resentment, is extraordinarily rare, and it is what brings people back, if she comes back, and often, when genuine space is given without pressure, she does. It will not always be dramatic or clearly defined. It will probably be small. A message that tests the temperature, a question about something ordinary, a reaction to something you posted, a reaching out that sounds casual but isn't. Receive it warmly, without making her pay for the distance. Without immediately demanding explanation or processing the withdrawal in detail, just receive her return as a return, warmly, without scorekeeping, with the steady presence of someone who held themselves together while she needed space. That reception, warm, ungrudging, fully present, is what tells her that coming back was safe. And safety, for a woman who is already uncertain, is everything. Here is the deepest truth underneath everything we talked about today. The one thing, becoming genuinely grounded in your own life while she processes her own, is not a strategy designed to manipulate her back toward you. It is the right way to live, regardless of what she decides. A man who can hold himself steady when someone he cares about pulls away, who can resist the panic, return to his own life genuinely, and offer warmth without pressure, that man is not just responding well to a difficult situation. He is demonstrating in real time the very quality that makes a person worth returning to. Groundedness is not the thing you do to get her back. It is the thing you do because it is who you want to be. And that version of you, stable, present, full, unhurried, is the most attractive thing available, not because of strategy, because it is real. If today gave you something solid to stand on, subscribe. Every week we go this deep into psychology, relationships, and what it actually means to show up well for yourself and the people you care about. I'll see you in the next one. Hold steady. The right things find their way back to groundedness.